I'm Brownfield Commodity Market Reporter John Perkins with the opening market minute for Wednesday, April 16th. Soybeans are mixed, mostly firm in the early going, continuing to keep an eye on harvest delays in parts of Argentina due to heavy rainfall in some of their key growing areas. That's keeping harvest activity at less than the 30% mark. Meanwhile, conditions in Brazil for harvest activity look pretty good and should wrap up in the very near future. Past that, beans, of course, continue to keep an eye on tariff negotiations and U.S. planting weather. Corn is higher, also watching U.S. planting weather very closely, expecting some near-term delays late this week and early next week in parts of the Midwest and Plains due to heavy rainfall. That could even cause some flooding in some already very wet parts of the eastern Midwest, but the rainfall will be generally welcome in some central and western growing areas. Meanwhile, wheat's higher, also keeping an eye out for rainfall potential in the southern U.S. Plains and the eastern Midwest, but the primary source of support so far today is another lower move in the U.S. dollar index. Live and feeder cattle are down on profit taking in yesterday's week close in box beef. They're waiting for widespread direct cash cattle business and Thursday's USDA cattle on feed numbers. As with most months recently, placements for the cattle on feed are going to be watched very closely on Thursday afternoon. And hogs are modestly higher, supported by short covering, but pork was weak yesterday and the trade remains very uncertain about sustained domestic and export demand. With the opening market minute for Wednesday, April 16th, I'm Brownfield Commodity Market Reporter John Perkins. Stay tuned for this afternoon's update.